Good afternoon and welcome to Word on Wearside. I'm Kieran Carr.
And I'm Cameron Petrie, and on today's show, as always, we'll be bringing a roundup of all the news across the North East.
Today, it's Spark Sunderland's 9th birthday and we're celebrating, and I've even brought in a cake. We'll be speaking to one of the former presenters, Jordan North, who now has a show on BBC Radio 1, and he's been back in touch. But there's more on that later.
Concerts are coming back to Stadium Light, which is great for the city, but at what cost? We've been asking you how much you would be willing to pay to see your favourite artists in your hometown.
And find out where in Sunderland there is a trail of 3,000 poppies in memory of those involved in the First World War.
But first, X-rated photographs of 65 women here in Sunderland have been leaked online by a suspected hacker. The photos appeared on WhatsApp and Twitter. Some showed the women topless and in sexually explicit situations.
Our reporter Theo Pegas is here in the studio. Can you tell us more?
Yes, Kieran. Police are conducting an investigation after the intimate photographs appeared on different social media platforms, including WhatsApp, Twitter, and even as private messages. There were 65 females from the city listed in alphabetical order, along with the images, which range from topless holiday snaps to explicit sexual photographs. The women are not believed to be linked by a single man or group of men, but they have said it has been treated as a revenge porn. We contacted Northumbria Police, but they refused to comment. But according to Sky News, they encourage anybody who is a victim of this type of crime to come forward and report it on police on 101. They are investigating a report of malicious communication involving explicit photographs circulating online. The force has also issued an appeal for more victims to come forward in confidence.
Can the images be deleted somehow?
Well, Cameron, according to the reports, every time the images are being deleted, they resurface somewhere else. And as we all know, whatever goes online is no longer private, and anyone can easily access it and even take a screenshot of it. So, however, we tried to source some of these pictures, but we didn't seem to find any. So maybe there have been some actions taken.
And what about the women who have been affected?
Well, Kieran, one victim, a mother of two in her 30s, told the Sunderland Echo she discovered she had been targeted when her friend sent her link to a topless picture of herself. She added that it is humiliating, degrading and awful. They are holiday snaps, but she didn't take the pictures nor authorize anyone else to do so. She was on a boat with 15 other girls at the time, and she had never even seen these pictures before. She concludes by saying that the leak might have been through an iCloud hacking, or people might have shared pictures they have had. So hopefully the issue will soon be resolved, but this is a lesson for all of us, I think, and let's all be more careful from now on with the pictures we take, and especially with who we share them to.
Thanks, Theo. Now, yesterday, our reporter Amina Ibrahim went to an event for Black History Month at the Beacon of Light. The event was organised by Kick It Out, which is a charity that works to ensure equality and inclusion within football. Amina spoke to Ryan Lister, who was one of the organisers of the event.
So the event today was basically to get in support with the Foundation's partnership with BBM. Alright, so basically it's to support the Black History event the day and obviously promote both companies, promote other companies, and get everyone in the new building, the new Beacon of Light, to show that the building's really for the community. It's a public building and it's all the community.
And Sunderland footballers Jerome Sinclair and John McLaughlin also attended the event as Sunderland FC continue to do their community work.
As we mentioned earlier, it's Spark's 9th birthday today. One of our most well-known former presenters, Jordan North, who hosts on BBC Radio 1, has sent in a special birthday message.
Hello everybody at Spark FM and happy 9th birthday to you. My name is Jordan North, a former student at the University of Sunderland and a former Sparky as well. I'm currently a Radio 1 presenter, so I work at Radio 1. I've got a show that I do on a Sunday, 10 till 1. And I've just been on air today, actually. I've been on covering for Maya Jama from 10 o'clock till 1 as well. So, I first started my radio career, if you will, at Spark FM many, many moons ago. It was a great place where you can learn all the things about this great industry. And it was a really big learning curve for me being at somewhere like Spark and learning the bits and bobs and nuts and bolts of radio, and I owe a lot to Spark FM, and I do honestly believe that if it wasn't for my time at Spark FM and all the shows that I did and everything that I learnt there, I don't think I'd be on National Radio 1 today. So I'm very grateful for everything that you guys did for me, and I want to wish you all a big happy 9th birthday. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you celebrate in style.
And we've got more special birthday messages coming up later in the show.
As we mentioned earlier, Sunderland will be welcoming some of the biggest artists in the world next summer to the Stadium of Light. Sunderland AFC director Charlie Methven confirmed there will be 2 at least big-name concerts. He also said there will be a significant financial boost for the club.
And although no artists have been announced yet, we've been asking you who you'd want to see, and more importantly, finding out how much you'd like to pay.
I'd probably like to see ELO, and I'd probably be willing to pay out. I am probably about, I don't know, because ELO, they played in Hyde Park recently and it was incredibly expensive, so anything, I'd probably say about 60 quid.
AC/DC, that kind of stuff. If it was me, I think I would pay around about 25 to 30 quid, because it's about trying to get there. So it's kind of going to cost an extra bit of money just to get there as well. So,
do you know what I'd love to see? He won't do it again though. I'd love to go and see Lee Evans again. But sadly he's retired now, but that was amazing. Russell Howard, definitely, I've seen him.
I would go and see Ed Sheeran if he went there. I know he went to St James's Park on the last stadium tour, but I've seen him on every tour that he's done so far, and I decided to go to Vienna to see him. We paid £200 for that one, so maybe a bit less if it was in this region.
I think I'd go to see Queen, definitely. Original Queen, not Adam Lambert Queen, obviously. And I would pay a large sum of money for that. It would be like a life-changing experience.
And head
Stadium
over
of
to
Light, it would have to be Little
side.
Mix or Rita Ora, and I'd be willing to pay £60-65, I think, both of them.
And you can head over to our social at Word on We Are site to tell us what you think. A trail of poppies has been installed stretching 1.5 miles between Barnes Park and St Luke's Terrace here in Sunderland. It's a memory of those who fought in World War I.
The walk has been decorated with 3,000 of the flowers made by young children from the Pallion Action Group. 102-year-old Mr. Ernie Jones, who is a World War II veteran, was at today's launch event. He said he was proud and honoured to be invited.
Our reporter Amina Ibrahim went along to meet him and his daughter Pauline Peel.
Well, I'm here today with my dad. He's 102. He fought in the First World War. He was in Normandy landing, and he was actually injured he was wounded when he was in the war. He was shot through the head. The bullet went through his helmet, saved his life, and he was taken to hospital, taken away, and then he came back. He went back in the front line again. So we always remember his day, mainly because of my dad, but of course everybody else that was in the war.
She also caught up with Karen Wood, who organised the event. She feels it's important to educate the younger generation about such important events in history.
We wanted our young people to remember the 100-year anniversary and what our veterans did and our servicemen are doing. So we decided to create a really good tribute to commemorate Remembrance Day and also to educate them about the war.
As we mentioned earlier, it is Spark's 9th birthday today and we're celebrating with chocolate cake. So we've decided to use this as an opportunity to look back on some of the best of Spark.
We decided to get back in contact with Spark's past presenters to see how they're getting on. Here's some of our former Sparkies, Dom Sterling and Callum Hyder.
Hello, my name is Callum Hyder, and 9 years ago I was part of the team that first started Spark, so I feel very old today. I now work for Capital as a radio producer, and I wouldn't be where I am now without Spark, that's a fact. I was able to learn, try things out, do some great stuff, do some, quite frankly, awful stuff, but learn from it, and it's great to see it just go from strength to strength as the years go on, and I can't believe it'll be 10 next year, unbelievable. But yeah, happy birthday, Spark.
Hi, my name is Dom Sterling and I'm a producer for BBC Radio 1, 1Extra and the Asian Network, and I was at Spark between 2012 and 2014. Without exaggerating, Spark pretty much changed my life. I joined it for a bit of fun. I didn't know where I wanted to go in my career and what job I wanted to do once I left university. Fast forward 4, 5, 6 years, I've got a career in radio and have done for a few years, and I'm happier than I ever thought I would be, working in pretty much a dream job for me now, and that was all thanks to the experiences and the skills that I learned whilst I was at Spark. Plus, I had the best time whilst I was there. I met some of my best mates now through Spark. So I owe it a lot.
Thanks, Peter Spark.
Now, a Sunderland-based social enterprise group are trying to open a free fitness suite where people can improve their mental and physical well-being.
We have Dan Machiavelli from Media Savvy, CIC, in the studio with us.
Hi Dan, so first of all, are you able to tell us a little bit about what you already do?
Yeah, of course. We're a Sunderland-based social enterprise, as you mentioned. We work with very hard-to-reach groups in the area, many of them facing multiple barriers such as mental health difficulties, offending, learning disabilities, the whole remit really. And we've just moved into our new premises in Sunnyside a few months ago. And one of our main objectives, initial objectives, is to convert the basement area into a fitness suite, a functional fitness area for our learners and beneficiaries to use completely free of charge and supervised to help them improve their mental and physical health and well-being.
So what will this new fitness suite offer?
Like I mentioned, there will be a diverse, different fitness activities that will be supervised and tailored to their specific needs, individual needs and group needs. And basically we've got a voting thing up there online where we've been finalists for the Aviva Community Fund, and we're trying to get as many votes as possible in the next 20 days or so to see if it can help us make it happen.
And so how can people vote, and what difference do the votes actually make?
Every individual gets 10 votes to put into a project, and just those 10 votes can make a massive difference. We've just clocked over the 2,500 mark after 4 days, which is amazing. Really happy with that. You can actually vote for us, and we'd really appreciate it by going on, if you just Google Aviva Community Fund, and then if you organise the projects based on your location, ours will pretty much be on the first page, and it'll say Media Savvy, creation of a fitness suite, and then just give us your 10 votes. It literally, some of our students have done it recently, and it can take as little as 90 seconds to do, but it can make a massive, massive difference to us.
Thanks, Dan. Just to round off with the show now, just to let you know, you can watch the video that Amina did on the Poppies on Word on Wearside online, as well as on Spark Sunderland. And just want to say thanks for listening, and you can tune in next week to hear the show again.
I've been Karen Petrie, and you've been, I think, Kieran Carr.
Kieran Carr, that's
your
it.
name, isn't it? Yeah.
Tune in again next week at 3 o'clock for another 15-minute show of all your stories around the North East.
Yeah, 3 o'clock, 3:15.
And happy birthday to Spark Sunderland, 9 years old today.